For today's art activity, we are going to start by drawing a landscape using lines. I'm going to use a curvy line about halfway in my paper, and then I'm going to put two more curvy lines below it. I should have 3 sections. Then I'm going to take a bowl and trace a semicircle at the top of my curvy lines. From the top of the circle, I'm going to draw a vertical line straight up. Then I'm going to find the middle of one side, draw a diagonal line, find the middle, draw a diagonal line. So you should have 4 spaces. Find the middle, draw a diagonal line. Again, repeat this process so you have 8 total spaces around your sun. We are creating a sunset. I'm going to start by painting yellow. We are painting the colors in the order that we see them on the color wheel. I'm going to start by painting yellow at the top. I start with yellow because yellow is the lightest of all the colors. It is your decision whether you paint the sun yellow or orange. You can decide. Next, I'm going to switch to orange, and I'm going to paint the next space next to the yellow orange. Not only are we painting a color wheel, but we're also trying to paint the colors that we would see in the sunset. So I am painting my sun orange. I'm going to paint carefully and neatly. I can do that by tracing the space with my color and then filling in the middle parts. Sometimes it looks like we're running out of paint on our brush, but really the paint is just drying out. We may not actually need more paint. We might just need a little bit of water so that way the paint can smooth across our paper a little bit better. Sometimes the paint dries out, so try adding water if it's not working very well for you. That looks good. The next color in the color wheel after orange is red. So I'm going to paint the next space red. Make sure you wash your brush carefully before you switch colors. Use the sponge to wipe off any extra paint that might still be on the handle of the brush. Sometimes the colors do mix, so be careful. Wash your brush before you switch colors. Now the next space in the sunset, you get to choose if it's going to be red, another section of red, or if you want to add in the magenta. Magenta is not a color that we see on our color wheel, but since we have it in our paint palettes, if you would like to use the magenta, you can, but it is optional. Now my magenta looks like it got mixed with a little bit of blue, so I'm going to try to clean it, but looks like some of that blue still got into my paint, and that's okay. So I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. If your color just cannot get the way you want it, well, maybe your partner at your table has a magenta that works a little better, and you can always share. Sharing in the art room is a great way of being kind and nice to our neighbors. I'm going to paint this other space on the other side of the sunset magenta, and then I'm ready to move on to the land part of my picture. Now the wavy lines could be hills or they could be water. It's up to you. But the first one is going to be purple. The next one is going to be blue. And the last one will be green. These are the order that the colors go in on the color wheel. Make sure you're painting the order correctly. When you're all done, clean up your materials, put everything away.